Hi, it's Julie. I'm so excited about this video. It's my first collab. The beautiful Kathy from Catherine's Life contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in doing this with her, and I jumped on it. So this is my top 5 makeup brushes, and welcome if you're coming over from Catherine's channel. I'm so excited to meet you, and I would encourage you, if you have not looked at her channel, to go and take a look. She is just so genuine, so kind, so authentic. She put out a video recently that I watched, and it really touched me and had me really relate to her. She and I are both introverts. It's taken a lot of courage for her and I to get in front of a camera and do this. So we just really have bonded. So I would love it if you would go and check out her channel after you watch this and look at her 5 top makeup brushes. So my first one is by Goss, and it is the number 20 eyeshadow brush. I love to use this brush. It is just a detail brush. It's not one that's essential necessarily, but it is definitely one of my favorites. And so what I do is I put down a base color of cream or taupe or a light brown or whatever it is that I'm using. And then after I do that on my mobile lid, I will take this brush and put it into a slightly darker color to darken up the outer corner of my eye. So I'll put it right here. And then sometimes I will do what is called the outer V or the reverse 7, like what Nisha calls it, and blend it in that way. And this is just the perfect size for me. I have hooded eyes, and I watched Goss's video a year ago, whenever these came out, and realized, you know, that would really work very well for my eyes, and it does, and I love using this brush. Then the next brush I talked about in my February favorites, and it is by Sephora, and it is their Pro Shader number 18 brush. I love this brush. So you can see that it's fairly narrow when you turn it. I love this brush for underneath my bottom lashes. I will take it at about a third across to halfway across and connect it to my eyeshadow up above. And I used to use a very thin, like eyeliner type brush and put it, you know, just maybe the outer quarter or third of my eye. This I find really looks pretty. It connects the color. It just has a very soft, diffused look, and I enjoy using this. And I have been using it every day. It's a really nice brush. Sephora has, in their Pro line, they have really nice brushes. And then this last brush is a splurge. I got it last spring, and it is by Tom Ford. It is the, here, I'll let you look at it. It's the eyeshadow blending brush. I don't know if there's a number that goes with it, but I love this brush. It is so soft for blending out your eyeshadow once you've put down the colors that you want. You know, say you do that outer V color and you've blended it a little bit, and then you go in with this and you want to hold it down at the end so you don't just blend away the color. You want to very gently just do that windshield wiper motion, and this does not scratch your eyelid. I was really having trouble with a MAC brush that I had, and then another, I think it was a Real Techniques brush, was starting to scratch my eye. And so this has just been really a pleasure to use. I love it. So if you want to splurge and get a really nice soft brush for blending out your eyeshadows, think about, at the Sephora sale, I think it's next month in April, splurging and getting yourself this Tom Ford eyeshadow blending brush. It is well worth it. Just wash it, you know, very gently and take good care of it. It's a great brush. The next one is by e.l.f. We're going to the opposite cost, you know, end of the spectrum here. This is their e.l.f. blush brush. It costs $3. I have 3 of them, and I label them. This one says blush at the end. It just has this dome shape at the top. It's very nice and soft and flexible. It is the perfect size and shape just to put my blush on here. And then I also have one for loose powder. Because I don't want to powder my entire face, if I am shiny, I can just spot powder where I want to place it, and it doesn't seem to pick up too much. I do tap my brush off, but it doesn't seem to pick up too much or too little as long as I tap it off, and it's great. And then I have one for bronzer that works well underneath my cheekbone and along my hairline and jawline. They're just really affordable, really good brushes. And then the last brush that I have is by IT Brushes for Ulta. It's a foundation brush. It's called the Airbrush Blurring Foundation number 101 brush. It is incredibly soft. It is a pleasure to put on your foundation with this. It feels like, you know, a bunny rabbit or something. It works great with CC cream, with the IT CC cream or BB cream or any of your foundations. I have found that I do like to press the foundation in after I have buffed it in with this brush. I still use my fingers to press it in just to make sure that there are no brush marks, but I have found that with every brush that I've used, even the Artiste brushes. I still kind of go over it to make sure that I don't have any brush marks. But this is a lovely foundation brush, and when I use a brush to put it on foundation, this is the one I use. So that's it for my top 5 brushes. These are not all essential brushes, but they have been my favorites. So I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video.